So it's Sunday, and I very nearly didn't do the video today. Sorry about my voice. I had quite a tough experience today, actually. Started off really good. I went down to Bournemouth Beach and I did 11 miles for my run. And I got in my car to come home. And as I was driving over one of the flyovers, I saw a young girl, and she was over the barrier, and she was sat on the ledge, and she was holding on with her hands. So I pulled the car over, got out of the car, and called the police. The emergency services came. Well, just before the emergency services came, I spoke to her. I asked her name and tried to chat to her to stop her from jumping off the bridge. And she didn't. And another kind guy turned up, and he worked for mental health services, and he said that this young girl was familiar to him, and he spoke to her as well, and it ended well because the police came and they took over and they took care of her. But I just don't know why this is happening to young people. It's becoming more and more frequent. I asked her, when I spoke to her, I asked her, how she was doing, and she said to me, nobody's helping her. There's no help there. It's not the right help, and that no one's listening, and she's not getting the right level of care that she needs. And it just struck a chord with me. And I've been doing a lot of reading and looking into mental health, and as I said in the past, I've done a course. And there's a middle bit missing. There's the initial bit that people say that they, are feeling down and aren't feeling so good. And then there's this top tier. There seems to be this top emergency tier, but there's no middle bit. There's no, people just don't seem to know where the help is. And I know that there's a shortage of everything. There always is. But this is wrong. This is really wrong. So I'm just really hoping that this young girl gets all the help that she needs, that she deserves to get better. Because she was so desperate. And I believe her when she said she was going to jump. She was right there on the edge. And yeah. This can't go on. Something needs to change. Something in the way that the mental health care teams work has to change, because our young people are dying a lot, and it doesn't need to be that way. When a therapist told me this, and it's a really good way of explaining things, that when somebody thinks that they want to take their life, or they try to take their own life, it's like a heart attack of the brain, and it's only for moments. It's not prolonged. And it's almost like a blackout in the mind. And sadly, suicide is a permanent result of a very temporary situation. And with the right care, the right resources, we can save so many lives. But we need the funding. We need funding. We need right care teams. You know, people need it when they say they need it. They need it now, not on a wait list. And you know, in 6 weeks you might have a referral. It needs to be done right now. Otherwise, it's too late. It's too late. So yeah, I ran 11 miles today, and that's all I've got to say.